How many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman?
0.
1845. Welcome back to the Chubby Cheese the Side of Sammich podcast. My name is Chubby Cheese.
And I'm Sammich.
And we are joined once again by our good friend Conan.
Conan.
Hey.
Not O'Brien.
What nice hello there. Why don't you give the people a nice warm welcome? Hey. I love it. I absolutely love it. So how you guys doing? How's your week?
How was my week?
How was your week?
What the fuck did I do?
I've got stories to tell from the week, but I just want to talk to you guys about your week first because I'm considerate. Yeah, right.
I did some projects, and basically Animal Crossing has my soul again.
Dude, I've been knee deep in a Kingdom Hearts binge. Like I bought the.
Yeah, I've been watching you rage quit it.
Yeah,
a couple of times.
I bought the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 mix because I want to replay all of them and actually get a grasp of what the hell the Kingdom Hearts storyline is before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, which is next year, which I'm super excited about. But like I'm 100% in Kingdom Hearts 1 right now, and it's literally eating my soul. I do not mean figuratively. I mean if I had a soul, it would literally be eating it.
But you're Aryan, so you don't have a soul.
Why are we going to keep coming back to the Nazi area? Now is not the time. Now is not the time and place for Nazis. Okay?
Not yet.
Not quite. Conan, what have you been up to? Just work or?
Just work and
nice.
Fallout and
nice.
Final Fantasy.
We got a pretty good response on our last episode with all the poop stories. I must admit.
Pretty hard to beat.
Did we really?
Yeah, I had people talking to me about it. It's pretty good.
I had a couple people, like my friends, who shout out to all you guys. They all messaged me about it, like WTF, Sam. They were laughing, but
the poop.
I did other stuff this week. I just can't fucking remember right now. Anyway, go on.
Nice. I have a story I'd like to tell before we get started. I got chatted up on Xbox.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
By a chatbot. What I think is a chatbot. Like, there's evidence in here that might. Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
really nice addition to my story. Anyway, okay. Here's what happened. I was watching Netflix, whatever, and a person named Needed Hen 860494.
Okay, already this sounds like Ed.
Yeah, it's one of the
that.
randomly generated names I'm sure that Xbox can give you. It said, I just got a message that said, "Hey you." Now normally I ignore this stuff, but like this particular day, I had no friends to hang out with. I was sitting like in my pajamas, not doing anything. So I'm like, I'm gonna have some fun.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, it's not. It doesn't have to be depressing. You know, it's just how I live my life.
Depressingly.
So they had said, "Hey, you," and I'm just going to call it a she because that's who they pretended to be, even though a robot is non-binary.
I love you, cold and feeling robots.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you, football. So you don't get that. That's an AT reference.
I don't get that at all. I just sometimes you just gotta love inanimate objects, you know.
Yeah.
I've been there. So they said, "Hey, you," to which I was like, "Fuck it, let's have a little bit of fun." Now, a little bit of like a warning before the story. This conversation goes places that like is completely not my fault, and I was kind of like against my will having to read some of this. Here we go. They said, "Hey, you," and I said, "Hey, you. You seem like you have a very nice, not randomly generated name." And then it responded pretty quick. Like, again, I'm pretty sure it's a chatbot.
They're getting better at that shit, I've noticed.
Avit is kinda embarrassing, lols. Avit. A-V-I-T. Avit is kinda embarrassing, lols, with a Z. But I found you on Xbox profile search. BTW, how old are you? My response was, "Why is Avit embarrassing? I have Avit myself and wear it with pride." And chose not to give my age. Not quite there in this relationship yet.
Not quite.
The response was, "Nice, ellipsis. I'm 22, ellipsis, F, ... Not a full ellipsis, mind you. 2 dots. It's 3 to make an ellipsis. Anyways, with a Z, I just got done playing The Witness, and now I don't have anything to do. So you busy? Space, 2 question marks.
Oh, she wants it.
It's super tempting because I love The Witness. My response was, what a coincidence. You're the second 22.f to contact me over Xbox in the past week. I must be a popular guy. Did you like The Witness? What was your favorite part of the island? So then she decides to take it in a completely different direction. BTW, I'm still in community college. It's my last semester. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after this frowny face. But I did start a really amazing job, so hopefully it plays out good for me, ... Not ellipsis. I'll make that perfectly clear.
She doesn't want to seem too desperate.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I figured. So my response was, 22 and in community college and working? Wow, it certainly seems like you're the whole package, though it doesn't sound like you have much free time. And her response was, of course, babe.
Not Babe, B-A-E.
Babe, B-A-B-E. And then it took me off guard, and I was like, whoa, pet names already? This relationship is moving so fast. I'm going to really try hard to keep up. And then she said, I don't want a relationship for now, ... I just want to have fun, ... Maybe later down the line, winky face. And I'm like, why are you breaking up sentences like that? That's one complete thought broken up into, like, 3 sentences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, my response...
I was going to go ahead and go, like, grammar Nazi.
Well,
but
I'm just kind of, at this point, look, if she needed a hen, I assume that grammar is the least of her worries. So my response to that was, oh, goodness me, how scandalous. I do enjoy a bit of coitus now and then.
You get your, like, your hipster mustache going, your little monocle, and
I did give myself a little bit of a pat on the back for that one. Anyway.
Coitus is sex, guys.
Oh, absolutely. It's the scientific way to refer to sex. Anyways, I have a fun idea. If you're game for it, space 3 exclamation points. Now, here's the thing about exclamation points. 1 exclamation point means you're excited. 2 exclamation points means you're sarcastic. And 3 exclamation points means you're super fucking excited. That is the rules regarding exclamation points. You could look it up. It's scientifically accurate.
Okay.
She did 3, so I knew I was in. Super excited. And I said, I enjoy games. Would you perchance enjoy a nice round of Scrabble? But I accidentally put a question mark after games. I enjoy games. So I, of course, corrected myself. I meant an exclamation point, of course, just to be clear of my intentions with this person. You know what I mean? Her response completely ignored my request for a good game of Scrabble, which I thought was rude. This is where I think it starts going down the rabbit hole. I appreciate it. Good accent to the story. You know that new job I just began? Lol. Well, what I do really is cam shows. I'm still kind of new at it. I need to get a little more experience, so if you're up for it, you're, by the way, while you are.
Yeah, I saw
not
that.
Not with an apostrophe. Little aggravated.
Oh my god.
Like, if she can't use apostrophes correctly, how good at cam shows could she actually
How
be?
did she get to community college?
Exactly. She's on the last semester and she doesn't understand fucking apostrophes right now? Come on. What is she getting her major in? Fucking
I actually
philosophy?
bashed Conan here for that just like a few days ago.
Good.
It's like something about your, and you use Y-O-U-R.
Fucking
I'm
deserve
like,
it.
your motherfucker with apostrophe R.
Well, what time was it at when it happened?
That is true.
Like 10.
Was it so drunk time? 10 a.m. or p.m.? Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. Drunk time.
Yes.
For Conan.
Every time is drunk time for me.
So if you're up for it, like, it's my up for it, like she gave it to me, my up for it, if you're up for it, I can give you a free private show, smiley face, but if you accept, please give me a good rating so I can get more shows to hand out. And I felt a little betrayed, like I thought we had something special. You're doing cam shows for other guys? But I decided not to go down that road. I decided to, I get to be super honest with her. I believe in honesty. My response was, well, that seems only fair, but I do believe in honest ratings. It's what keeps our society together. So if you are bad, I will rate you poorly. I mean, otherwise, what's the point of having a rating system? which is true. I'm not just a positive rater just because. Gotta earn my fucking likes. You know what I mean? I've watched videos on YouTube for literally the entire time YouTube has been alive. I've liked probably 4 videos.
Yeah, I realized that too.
That being said, like this video, like, comment, subscribe.
Can I get 3 likes?
Oh, that sounded seductive. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the seductive alarm! That'd be nice if I had one of those. It'd be cool. No, don't look for things to make loud noises with. We're moving on with the story. No! Okay. Oh god. Why do I have to say things?
Why do you have to have like such junk just laying?
Yeah, my table's a fucking mess right now.
Yeah, it is.
At least it's my table, Sam.
It means it's his junk.
It's
Raising
my
my hand.
junk
Touching his junk.
on the table. God, holy shit. The waveform.
Can I get just 3 likes at
No,
Dark
don't say
Conan
it
and
again.
I?
Don't do it. No. Anyway, okay. So, anyway, I gave her the rating system. So here's where this gets weird, in my opinion. Because I'm under the assumption it's just a bot.
Yeah.
Trying to... Okay. So she goes, lol, K, it's xboxlust.webcam, which isn't even a website. Like, there's no com or org or net or biz or gov. Mm-hmm. You know? It'd be weird if it was gov,
Yeah,
but, you know,
I was gonna say.
anything is possible. No, I didn't go to the website. And then she said, don't worry, I'll earn that rating from you. And I'm like, am I talking with a real person right now? Like, I genuinely, like, I read that, I'm like, I thought I was fucking with a bot.
Yeah.
Like, I did not think, like, I was with a
It was
person.
all scripted stuff
Yeah.
they just put out.
Yeah, but, like...
It could be. They're getting better at that. I'll tell my story.
Well,
after
it's Cleverbot
yours.
you're talking to?
Yeah, I love
yeah,
Cleverbot.
Fuck.
So, okay. Then she writes, by the way, you should see a little button to accept my invite and connect now to create your profile. You just click on that. Ellipsis. All 3 periods. And then she says, then you can just make your own little profile and you can come join me private chat for the 2 of us and type to me and tell me what you want me to do.
Sit on a balloon.
I mean, if that's what you're into.
No.
Now, just as a little bit of Freudian subtext, she wrote "come C-U-M," like "come join me, come join my." I see you're trying to get in my head, and I rose above by asking, as any decent person should, will I need to get my parents' permission before signing up?
You've got to meet the parents, yo.
And then she said, yeah, you will need a credit card of some sort, ... full ellipsis, but it's just to make sure you're over 18, because there's a lot of them on here, obv. I assume she meant obviously. She wrote 3 letters and then, like, had a stroke or something. I don't know.
So obvi.
So obv. Is that what the kids are saying?
no
Girl,
idea.
that's so obv.
I'm ready for you, Ben. Isn't it obvi?
Oh my god. What is that from? Is that from a thing?
Yeah, that's Adventure Time.
Oh man, I need to watch that show more.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Lumpy
So,
Space Princess. It's
yeah.
Pendleton.
She wanted to make sure I had a credit card, and my response was, oh, I see. I'm over 18, but I believe in discussing things with my parents before any big decision. As, you know, a responsible adult should, who has both their parents.
I need an adult.
One parent.
I'm a fucking adult, and that's terrifying.
This is the quote-unquote special page for special people. 3 exclamation points. Super excited. So, like, I'm getting kind of excited. Lol, I'm such a goofball sometimes. Now, I like it when girls are goofballs. I do not like it when they say that they are being a goofball.
They're trying too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Even I'm just like, okay, you're trying too hard, women on the internet.
Okay. So here's where the official warning is gonna come. Like, the official warning is like, if like sexual language upsets you in any way, now is your time to skip forward like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but we're gonna think that you're cool with it because you're like, you know, we're saying the F-bombs and
Yeah.
He's just gonna say this
We
part
say fuck a lot and you're alright with it. So.
5
Yeah,
times
so
in
you're
a row.
10 and you're
So you
cool,
have no
right?
choice but to hear it.
Yeah. So, after she said, I'm such a goofball sometimes, and I said, oh, well, I'm glad you think I'm special, winky face. I'm sorry, was that wink weird? It felt kind of odd. Can I take it back? Just a smiley face like this? Smiley face. Although I don't know if that conveys the proper emotions. Really getting meta. You know what I mean? Like, really trying to have a deep conversation with this bot/person. Yes. Quite.
Indeed.
So then, after all, like, the winking and I get the next message is, why? Do you want to come on my face or something, lol? And I'm like, that's the biggest non sequitur to any response I've ever had, ever.
C-U-M
That
or
escalated
C-O-M-E?
quickly.
What was that?
C-U-M or C-O-M-E?
C-U-M. Do you want to come on my face or something?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, that was like, I felt a little uncomfortable by it, because, let me see, my response was, wow, I mean, that's a pretty big jump. I'm sorry, God, paging Dr. Freud. All right, wow, I mean, that's a pretty big jump from lacking emoji confidence to performing a sex act upon your face. Like, where's the foreplay, you know? And then she wrote, I'm from Cali originally. I'm just in the area visiting family. To which I said, you can go from asking me to goo on your face to talking about your family? I'm impressed, to be perfectly honest.
Jeez.
And then she wrote, I'm really excited too. This is going to be so much fun. I love meeting new people on here. Oh, by the way, ellipsis. Might want to turn down your speakers, because I can get a little loud once I get going.
Oh my.
And which I wrote just to, make sure she has as much warning as I do. Well, I use headphones. Don't want the church next to me to overhear you. Then she wrote, I'm about to grab some of my favorite toys, in quotation marks. I assume she didn't mean action figures. That was what the quotation marks were conveying, if you get... that's what I think. She may have been grabbing, like, her toy swords or something like that. I mean, probably was grabbing swords of a different sort. But yeah. She said, I'll BRB. Hurry up, though. I better see your name in my room when I get back, lol. And I said, oh, I'll grab my action figures and be right there. One has Kung Fu grip. It's awesome. And then, like, 10 minutes later, like, it ended. I shouldn't respond after that. And then 10 minutes later, I got a message that was just the letter A.
Was it in capitals?
No.
A.
It was just A.
It's a lowercase a.
And it ended with me saying E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. So that was my week. How was yours?
Well, I was gonna say, going to my story that I was talking about. I flew down from where the fuck? I think I was flying from New Mexico or something like that. Came back, my mom picked me up, and somebody was calling on my mom's phone. And I'm like, oh crap, I guess I should answer it. So I answer it, and I'm like, hello, Lori, blah blah blah's phone, my mom's name. And they're like, hi, this is
Sam,
Katie.
I didn't know your last name was blah blah blah. I
Blah,
have it
blah,
wrong on my
blah,
phone.
blah.
I'm gonna go change it.
Okay.
Same blah, blah.
Well, I don't have the same name as my mom, so.
Well then.
Parents divorced! Jeez, Sean.
Well, why you gotta make it so confusing?
Anyway.
Confusion.
Continue with your story.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, Lori's phone, this is Sam speaking, how can I help you? And I get this girl who's like about my age, 22, 23 or so, and she's like, hi, this is Katie from blah, blah, blah. We've been trying to
The
get a hold of
company
you.
is the same name as your mom's last name? What kind of coincidence are we living in right now?
This podcast
This is the
is
Matrix.
terrible.
This is the Matrix. I'm gonna see cats coming.
Can we pet them this time?
Yes.
How do you
Anyway.
spell that one?
Yeah, shush! We're talking about animals.
So anyway, this
You need to
girl...
clarify.
This girl says she's Katie from some company or whatever. She's been trying to get a hold of me, or hold of my mom. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. She's over across the room right now. Can I take a message? And we accidentally kind of break up a little bit. And she kind of laughed. She was like, sorry. oh, so we've been trying to da-da-da-da-da-da-da about da-da. I'm sorry, can I have you call back? But we keep kind of like breaking it up almost. Mm-hmm. And that's when I realized after she goes on a tangent.
It's a bot.
It's a bot. And they've gotten way better at like,
I had one like
talking
that.
to you. And it was like so trippy. It took me like literally 5 minutes before I realized that too.
I had one like that. That was like, I got a call and it was just like, oh, sorry, my headphone wasn't working. Hi, my name is... And I'm like, at first I was like, oh, well, if their headphone's having a problem, it's probably a person. It's not.
It's not.
It's completely scripted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really trippy. Like, they've got a smart bot with, like, a that's just got recorded settings to it.
It messes with you. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
I got a phone call from myself.
What?
Saying I was in prison in Texas and needed bail.
Like, Conan, it's Conan. Look, man.
You fucked up.
You done goofed.
Yo. Apparently I was calling my deceased grandmother to ask for bail money in Texas.
Yeah,
which I'm not in.
Before.
And it was my phone. I was talking to myself. Like, I find it hard to believe that I'm
calling
making my one phone call to myself.
It's like Total Recall going on.
My grandma got a call. Now I call my grandma Grammy. Like my
My grandma actually got the phone call too.
No, I know.
And so did my mom.
Mm-hmm. my
Within an hour.
My Grammy actually got that phone call where she's like, "Hey, I'm stranded in like London. Hey, Grandma, I'm stranded in London. Can you send me money?" And she just basically was like, "Who is this?" And the guy hung up. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to answer the phone in German.
Yeah.
That's how I get my kicks when a telemarketer calls me. And hopefully it's a real person. Usually it's not. I've had it once where there was like, "Is there anybody there who speaks English?" And I said no in English. And they're like, "Okay," and then hung up. And I felt proud about that one.
She just screamed, "Nine!
Nine!"
We actually had somebody calling my grandfather a couple years back before he passed away and like saying, "Sir, your computer has a bunch of viruses on it. We have like 15,000 viruses," and they got into his computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we had something like that happen again. My grandmother was sleeping. My grandfather has recently passed, and this guy keeps calling. My grandma keeps telling him to go fuck himself because she knew it was a scam to begin with. And my aunt's been staying with my grandmother.
Right.
And she picks up the phone, and she thinks it's a real thing. So she gets my grandmother's credit card.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
And gave it to him, and they got into the computer. She turned the computer on, let them into everything, and I guess that they possibly put a worm in our router or whatever.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So my mom calls this guy, his name's Eddie. Mm-hmm. He's super cool. We talked and stuff, and I was like, you don't fucking do that. People don't call you to repair your computer. Right. You call them. Right. And even he said that, like, yeah.
Nobody will ever call you.
Nobody will ever call you.
Yeah.
Even my grandma's like, "Jody, what the F?"
Yeah.
So my grandma, who's
I like how
80,
you censored yourself for our young impressionable viewers after I told a story about a girl asking me to come on her face. So
anyway,
you know,
my grandma though, she knew it was a scam to begin with, and after Eddie,
how does anybody fall for that anymore?
People do. I mean, like, Jenna, I used to work at Geek Squad at Best Buy. That was a lot of people who came in where, like, they got a phone call and they let the person into their computer.
Yeah. Don't do that. Anyway, so
don't.
she fell for that, gave him the credit card number and all this other stuff. Eddie came over. He cleared the system. He was talking to the guy on the phone to figure out exactly where he was. Found out where he was on the computer, kind of blocked it out, handed the phone to my aunt after he hung up, and they called again. He's just like, "Just tell them to go fuck themselves." Yeah. So she answers the phone.
Before, but now you're not?
Well, she answers the phone.
You're really inconsistent with your foul language.
She answers the phone. I fucking hate you. She answers the phone, and she's like, "Hello," and they're talking to her. You can kind of hear something.
Should have told him to get fucked with an anchor.
Well, she was just like, "No, I'm sorry. We found the scam. We stopped you from going through our files. We're sorry. We can't do this anymore. Go to hell. Goodbye. Like, have a nice day." And like she hung up. And like this guy and I, Ed and I, look at each other and we kind of like laugh. Like that was the most polite telling off I have ever heard.
That's great.
Yeah. I actually just realized what I did this weekend too.
What'd you do?
Watched Riverdale in one day. The entire
series?
The entire season.
How was that? How's unemployment treating you, Sam?
Not good. And I'm unemployed because, like, I choose to be right now, you fuckwad.
I'm literally joking. Hey,
I'm doing
guys, I'm joking.
Yeah, for my friends listening, I've got some projects going on. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, yeah, okay,
What
so
kind
I
of
text...
projects?
Animation.
Yeah, we got some stuff we're working on.
Yeah. Anyway, so I text you, I text Patty Cakes, Krabby Patty, my boyfriend, Patrick, and I text Conan. And I get different replies from all of you, like, what the fuck is Riverdale? Riverdale is basically the Archie comics, but in a teenage drama. And I fucking love it. I love teenage dramas, like, when it's a good, cheesy...
Right, when it's a good one?
When it's a good, cheesy teenage drama where I can yell at everybody and still laugh. So, I get a text from you, like, what the fuck is this? Basically, everybody's like, WTF is this? The only one who actually, like, responded, where can I watch it, was Conan.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, but I genuinely like good things, I would think.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty good...
You have to steer me wrong.
So it's a murder mystery kind of a thing. I don't know if you guys ever watched
It is
Archie's.
nothing but drama. I haven't even barely finished the first episode. I can't.
Yeah. Fucking love it.
I can't do it!
Can't do it, Cotton.
can't
Anyway,
do it, Cotton.
I fucking love it though. I like to make fun of it, just everybody. Cole, what's his name? Cole Sprouse from Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on there. He plays Jughead.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I forgot.
Does
who
he have a jug
plays.
on his head?
No, but he's got the beanie.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's a beanie shaped like the original hat.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. It's a murder mystery. They're trying to figure out who killed Cheryl, a character in the comics. It's her twin brother. She didn't have a twin brother in the comics, but they're trying to figure out who killed this guy or who like what happened to him. He ran away and whatnot. It's this big mystery that kind of unravels, and it's just so crazy. Like even Jughead is a dork in the comics, and you know he's genuinely comic relief. Moose is the deadbeat dumbass. But no, Jughead is like this fucking emo who's just like, yeah, my mom took Jelly Bean, my sister. She's going by JB now. She thinks it sounds cooler, but she's already listening to Pink Floyd on vinyl. I don't think she can get any cooler. And I'm just like, holy fuck, like, I don't know if he's doing this ironically. Like, he knows that he's ironic and then not. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here? But this is also the Sprouse twin that has a personality. Like, this kid is fucking hilarious. He actually did a really good Milo Thatch cosplay from Atlantis: The Lost Empire. And like,
anybody can forget who Milo Thatch is from.
Yeah.
I mean, had she not said it's from Atlantis, I would have been like, "What? Who is that?"
Yeah, you were looking at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Atlantis.
I watched Atlantis once and thought it was aggressively okay.
Aggressively okay.
I
That is an
fucking love that
interesting
movie.
way to say it.
Yeah.
That's
It's the same way, there's a video up on this channel of me eating a McRib for the first time. That was the phrase I chose to describe the McRib. It was aggressively okay.
Are we advertising your
No.
channels?
Yeah, go watch my
shows?
videos. They're not good. They're alright. Although the one where me and my old buddy Anthony, whom I don't speak with anymore, eating McRib is one of my favorite videos that we did.
Yeah, so that's basically what I did. Go check out Riverdale. I think it's a CW show. It's pretty good. I like it, but you gotta watch it with somebody.
Yeah.
I think like go watch it with your best friend. Like I watched it with my roommate and best
That's
girl.
probably my
Ronnie.
issue, trying to watch it by myself.
Yeah, I did.
I'll
the
watch it with you,
screaming.
boo.
All right.
I did
Yes.
all the screaming and Ronnie did the laughing. So it's like, the fuck's wrong with you? Damn, Archie, you got some abs. You're thirsty as fuck. Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, so that was fucking. It was
Nice.
great. It was a good weekend.
Do you want to talk about any of the projects you got going on?
I just got some like little stuff on the side that I'm kind of doing. I don't know when it's gonna come out, and when it is, when we get closer, like I'm actually done with stuff, I'll talk about it. Like with your own personal projects, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Well, we got stuff we're working on for the channel.
Yeah.
We're gonna try. We're in the pre-production stages of getting more content on the channel regularly.
And we've got some possible guest stars coming. Not really stars, but people.
Possible guests.
Yeah, people I know because I know people. Sort of cool people.
Cheese knows people
I'm aware of people.
existing.
I once went outside to pretend to be a regular human for a little while, and that netted me some friends. That was cool. That was fun.
How are you not a cat person? Jeez.
You know what's funny is I love cats and I love dogs. I like dogs more than I like cats. That's not to say I don't like cats, but I would rather have a dog. But I live in an apartment where I can't have a dog, and a cat is like a lot of commitment right now.
I like that time where we all came over here, and Ronnie was like, "Sam, look, a cat!" And I'm like, "Oh!" Yeah, and we made eye contact.
There's like wild feral cats that live in my complex.
But we made eye contact. It came up to me.
Physically remove you.
Yeah, and it followed me up the stairs, and I'm petting it.
We had to carry you. It was really funny.
Yeah. Fucking love cats.
But yeah, we got some stuff. We're working on some scripts right now. Just some content, you know? Trying to be productive and do things.
Probably won't happen for a while.
It's exciting time. Yeah, there's nothing in the near future, but we're working on it. We want to do more than just the podcast.
Stick around. Like we said in the first podcast, like this is going to be kind of a shit show for the first couple of times, but stick around and it will get better.
Yeah, well, it's just we're going to keep doing it whether you like it or not, so get fucked. What's up, Conan? Yeah, how's life?
Work sucks.
Work sucks? You want to talk about it? You know I'm here for you. I'm here for you, boo.
Work sucks. That's it.
Work sucks. Is that a song? What song is that?
I don't know.
There's a song. I think it's called "Work Sucks."
I was gonna say
it's like a punk song or something like that.
I know. I need
a
goddamn job.
Time to hit the Google.
Take this job and shove it.
We're not gonna take it anymore. Time to hit.
That's
head up to
Twisted
Google.
Sister.
I knew that. That's a song called "We're Not Gonna Take It."
Yeah.
I go to work.
Work suck. Oh, you know what it is? It was I think originally it was in The Simpsons, and it was like Jimbo and Kearney and Dolph were all like.
Is that what that kid's name is? I can never remember.
Yeah, work sucks. By let me see. There's nobody that looks like that was super famous that did this, so I'm just gonna assume I'm wrong. Although I am going to open this on YouTube real quick.
So, okay, because we talked about Simpsons' animation. Everybody who's freaking out about the Disney taking all the stuff from Netflix and putting it on its own streaming system, don't have to freak about it just yet. It's not going to happen for another 2 years. So stop saying, watch Moana, watch Zootopia.
Well, to be fair, if these are movies that you actually super enjoy, you should buy them. You should buy them.
I think that the people who are only going to buy the streaming are people who actually have like little kids and just listen to it.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but like
just turn it on and
Disney.
walk away.
Disney is not the cornerstone market on Netflix.
No. Well, think about it this way: Netflix also has all those Marvel shows right now.
Well, that's the thing. Well, but they're Netflix original programming. They bought the licenses for that movie. But like Disney movies and like Rogue One is on Netflix now. That's going to get taken off.
They want
should have been called Suicide Squad.
What they want to do is basically do a streaming site that's just like. Pixar and cartoon oriented that they have done. Yeah,
which would be great. Honestly, I think competition would be the best thing for Netflix right now.
They have no one competing at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, like it's got like Hulu and it's got Amazon Prime, and that's like it.
But they haven't been around anywhere near as long.
I feel streaming sites are just gonna like totally kill cable. It's already killing cable to begin with.
Well, good because cable needs to die.
Yeah.
Cable is one of those things, like, I have a lot of strong opinions about cable, about how...
Well, I feel like as soon as, like, cable's done and dead with, like, everybody's gonna come out with their own streaming site. Like, Cartoon Network, I think, already has their own Boomerang site.
I'd be totally for that. Why are you showing me your phone? What does it say? Take this job and shove it by the Dead Kennedys. Maybe that is what I'm thinking of. You know, I would much rather a subscription-based service that is per provider. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had cable for a little bit in my place, and it's just not worth it. There's so much that you don't watch that you don't even want. I like having Netflix, which has all the Netflix shows. I would pay for a Cartoon Network subscription that has all of their programming.
I would do
Cable's
that
pretty
too.
much useless now, anyway.
Yeah.
Cable is good for DVR, but then DVR is eliminated by streaming.
Yeah.
Like everybody who's older than me, in my family has cable, and it costs so much.
Yeah, even with the phone package with the internet, it's ridiculous.
It's
like
hundreds of
anybody
dollars.
gets it anymore because it comes in a bundle.
Yeah. I just pay for straight internet at my place. I pay $85 a month just to have internet, and then I have my $11 Hulu subscription, my $11 Netflix subscription. I pay about $120, and I have everything I could ever want.
I remember like around the time that YouTube was just becoming a thing, like somebody asked Veronica and I like, oh, would you rather have cable or internet? And we just like looked at each other like internet because we could just find TV later.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's gotten easier now too.
I go to my mom's house, and because one of the bad parts about there not being a Cartoon Network streaming service is like new episodes of Rick and Morty are not on.
It's Adult Swim.
It's on Adult Swim, but it's like they don't put it on Hulu. They're not putting it on Netflix.
Well, so Adult Swim has their own streaming site online.
I know, but the thing is, they were only releasing the first couple of episodes for free.
Oh.
Like now they're stopped, so you can't just go and watch it.
Yeah. Frederator has their own streaming site now too, which was kind of bullshit because a bunch of people from a Kickstarter gave them a bunch of money for being Puppy Cat, and then they didn't. We got like 4 episodes, which were like 2 episodes and 2 pieces. Yeah, so Andrew.
That's bullshit.
Well, that's the thing with Kickstarter is you're putting money into something that may not happen.
Then they waited like a couple of years before they were getting this thing going on the side, so that you have to pay for a bundle. Like, and it's in addition with like Crunchyroll and a bunch of other like anime streaming cartoon sites.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is kind of okay because they were saying our animators aren't making enough money. That's why this hasn't come out, which I'm okay with. But it was still like BS that the people who were told for your Kickstarter, you people who donated to us, you're gonna get these episodes for free. They're like, yeah, you're not even gonna get that anymore. Yeah. Which was kind of bull. So Frederator's got some balls. Please hire me, Frederator.
But anyway, like I was saying, like I have to go to my mom's house to watch Rick and Morty because it's on at 11:30 and it's really right now only on cable.
Yeah.
At least unless you have to pay for like I could buy the season. You know what I mean?
You have to wait for it though.
Well, you can buy it on like Xbox. Oh. It's like $20, and then it downloads new episodes as a release, which I've been considering doing.
You could do it on Amazon too, and it comes out the day of.
Yeah, so I might have to do that, but it's like I hate to do that per season. Like $20 per season sucks. Where I can do Netflix for a month for $11. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would rather have like a season pass kind of thing for Rick and Morty, like all episodes of Rick and Morty. If you pay $50, you have every episode that they ever released.
Well,
I'd be down with. But my problem with it is when you go, watching cable TV is so different than watching it on Netflix. I'm so used to not having commercials. Yeah. I'm so used to watching what I want when I want, being able to pause fast forward. Not a big deal. But I also miss like being able to watch what I want when I want to watch it. Like I go watch Rick and Morty at 11:30 at night because that's when it airs, and I can't just sit and watch. Like Netflix releases all their seasons, like of the Netflix original programming, all at once. Yeah. So you could binge it and that would be fun.
Which is what I did this weekend.
Yeah, you can binge an entire series or something. You don't have to wait weekly for a new episode to come out. I don't like that format. That's why I fell out of like Walking Dead.
I like it with some things, but yeah, Walking Dead is way too slow to really
do I love the show. I mean, honestly, for me, Walking Dead was... They
killed it at season 3 for me.
Well, it was when the governor died at like end of season 4, and they're on like season 8 now, so it's not a spoiler. Yeah. Like when governor dies, when that villain dies, I'm like, I can't get invested in a whole new villain.
Yeah.
I haven't got past the first season.
I like Walking Dead.
I liked it. It was good. I just...
It's long. Yeah. And there's a lot to it.
Well, what I feel...
work. So, yeah.
Going back to streaming, Conan and I were kind of talking about it. I feel like eventually, not anytime soon, like 5-10 years or so, all these different channels are going to be just having streaming sites, and like you're going to have to pay for those. Whether it's like $3, $5, whatever, that's fine. But I feel like with Disney, if they're going to pull all of their stuff from Netflix, since they already kind of have a contract with Netflix, maybe if you pay for Netflix, you get a certain amount off the Disney streaming site, which would...
But it's Disney.
No, because it would be a competitor at that point. They don't want to give you a discount off of the competitor.
That's true.
So, I mean, that would be my thinking. I mean, honestly, Netflix needs competition right now. That is what Netflix needs in order for Netflix to get better. Because Netflix has a lot of cool, really good original programming, and that's great.
Well, Netflix is in major debt right now, too.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like Nintendo. They're like Nintendo, where they could lose a bunch of money for 20 years and still be fine.
Yeah, the only reason why they're even in debt right now is because they make such... good, amazing original content that it's put them not necessarily in the hole. They're still going because people are still paying for the subscription. But but they make good quality content for what they make.
Yeah, I get no problem with
If
that.
they keep that up, I'll be willing to spend more on my subscription too. You know.
Exactly, and now that they've kind of gone around it with limiting how many screens you can watch on Netflix at a
Well,
time.
they want to crack down on
like
that.
4 people in the entire world.
Yeah.
5
own
people.
Netflix.
Yeah, 4 or 5 people own Netflix. I'm one of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yay!
Like 2 other people in the whole world.
Fuck you, Conan.
What? I pay for it.
I thought you were saying you don't. Okay, so 75%
of the 4 people in the world,
75% is in this room.
75% of those people are in this room.
Yay!
Well, I split it with somebody. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me about that.
And that's fine.
I mean, my name's not on it, but I freaking
basically,
pay for
when I
it.
handed out my Netflix to my family, I was basically like, "You guys can use this as much as you want. If I ever run into a problem where I can't get in and watch my shit, I'm removing all of you. So one person pays. Everybody pays the price of one. So be careful with what you're doing."
May the fate.
Actually, you know what? I do have a Netflix account. My mom uses it, not me.
You pay for a Netflix account that you don't use and your mom uses, and you're paying for a separate account that you shared? How is your ability to make life decisions going?
Very poorly. I forget I have that one, though.
I found out I still have access to my ex-fiance's mother's Netflix account.
Oh dear.
Where I went to Netflix on Google Chrome, and Chrome saves all your passwords.
Yeah.
That's the default login for that. And you know, her and I broke up back in
Just start liking
2000.
like the softcore porn they put on there.
Well, you know,
Add that to the
I
list.
rose above. I didn't do anything with it. I considered it, but honestly, I've let so much of that like anger go that I'm just like, man, it would be funny, but like I wouldn't get to be on the receiving end of watching it be funny.
Yeah.
So it's not really worth it to do.
It's just petty at that
So
point.
yeah, exactly. So I was just kind of like, this is a little too much power. So I signed out. And then signed in with my own and made it save that password.
Oh,
so
gosh.
I don't have like a bad day. And then I'm like, I'm gonna go take it out on my ex-fiance's Netflix account.
Is there anything you guys can't do or like play or watch due to an ex? 'Cause I can't
I
play
don't understand
Sonic.
your question. Oh,
Like, I can't play Sonic. I can't look at Sonic without getting angry because I had an
Really?
ex-boyfriend who was just like... And honestly, I don't want to say he's a bad guy, but he was an edgelord.
Yeah.
Like, really looking back.
You know, honestly, I thought I was gonna have a lot more because me and my fiance had been dating since we were 14. We were freshmen in high school.
Yeah.
And we broke up when we were 19. So, like, our formative years of, like, growing up, that was what we had done together. So, everything, but there really isn't anything that, like, I can't look at. Like, she was super into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
super into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you still are.
And I don't have a problem playing any of the Assassin's Creeds. She was super into like cats. She was another cat person. I don't have any problems with cat people. What's another good example? We had a restaurant that we would go to called Point Loma Seafood, which is local here in California, that sells amazing calamari sandwiches. I'll still go and get a calamari sandwich and think
Sounds
it's
pretty
delicious.
good right now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's amazing. It might be worth the trek after because I'm starving. Like, I'm gonna be honest. So, all right, I'm just gonna tell y'all a little story, as if Conan and Sam weren't here.
All right.
They were coming over, and Sam calls me and was like, "Hey, Sean, we're on our way. Sorry, we're running a little late." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's no big deal.
My
I'm a good
blood
person.
sugar's low.
My
I need
blood
to get
sugar's
some
low.
food.
Excuses." So she's like, "We're gonna go get food."
I'm gonna go get food.
I'm gonna go get food. Well, you were with Conan. You were like, "We're gonna go get food, and then we'll come over." And I was like, "Cool. I'm not gonna impose myself. I assume she's one of my best friends. Maybe she'll bring me some chips or a rolled taco or something." Nothing. You brought me nothing, and I'm starving. And you ate a bean and cheese burrito in front of me
That you said you
that
don't like.
I don't like, but you still did it.
You're pointing at me, only me, and Conan's like right there.
I didn't even see him eat
He
anything.
makes more money than me.
I know, but
Than
I
I.
didn't see him eat anything.
He
Did
still
you eat
brought-
anything?
He brought something.
Have you eaten since you've been in my apartment?
No, I have not.
I haven't eaten since 11.
That's called manners. I don't give a shit about your blood sugar levels. I'm sorry. I was really aggressive, and I apologize.
Never mind the fact that I had like a seizure at like 16, and I want to avoid another one of those.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing that for?
Yeah.
Seizure procedure.
Goodness.
Anyway, going back to the point, Netflix, I like Netflix. My problem with Netflix is there's a lot of shit on it. And not just shit like things that like are purposefully bad. Like, I'll go watch a B horror movie. I enjoy those. And I'm going to tell you my favorite one here in just a second. But like, there's actually like things that are not good. Like, they're not bad enough to be funny bad, but they're not good enough to be any kind of good.
This was the
They're
only...
not even the cheesy kind.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
This was the only Netflix original I found bad. It's like The Worst Witch, which has one of the characters, one of the little girls from Game of Thrones is like this little girl who goes to a witch's school. It's basically like a Harry Potter ripoff almost with an all-girl school.
Nice.
They even wear black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Which
black
I thought
and
was
yellow,
hilarious. It's like, is that a take on Hufflepuff? But
I'm sure.
Yeah, anyway, so that was just so... It was cheesy bad to the point where it was trying to be serious, and like, I can't do this.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's based off of book.
There's some things that can be funny bad. Like, it's so bad that you have to appreciate it. Like, they actually made an effort to make it as bad as it was, because nothing is that bad accidentally. Those kind of movies are great. And Netflix has got a ton of them, and they're amazing to sit and watch.
Tucker and Dale.
Tucker and Dale.
I was gonna say.
My favorite that I've watched recently was Clown.
I haven't seen that yet.
So
you couldn't even watch the whole.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. So here's what we did watch. You watched this with me, right?
Yeah, I did.
So
you didn't want to watch the whole thing.
I
That was
couldn't.
totally fine.
At a certain point, I'm like, I can't do this to myself.
If Sean doesn't like it, he like hyperventilates.
Dude, it's not even about not liking it. It's just like I genuinely can't subject
You
myself.
looked so uncomfortable. You're like, I can't take it. I can't fucking take it.
I was getting wide-eyed. I remember having a genuine problem watching it. Basically, in there's a dad, a son, and a wife. Okay? This is the three main characters. The dad is a realtor, and he is checking out this house that he's trying to sell. And it's his son's birthday. And he's like, oh, I'm going to come after I'm done with the house, whatever.
Is this the one where he finds that clown suit? Or
Yes!
Okay.
He finds a clown suit. And, like, his wife was like, hey, the clown canceled.
They sent a stripper or something like
No,
that.
the clown canceled. What are we going to do? And then he is in the attic and finds a clown suit. He's just like, I can clown it up. So he puts on this clown suit that he found in some random guy's attic.
Yeah,
that
and it looks like moth-eaten.
Yeah, that's like in a chest that, like, you would find a key item in Legend of Zelda in. I mean, like, a chest.
Or a mimic.
Yeah, or a mimic.
Yeah.
Mimics.
The movie would have been so much better if it was a mimic. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The mimic's in a clown
So
costume.
he puts on this clown suit, and then goes and does the whole clown business for his son.
Let me guess. Then he can't take it off, right?
Yeah, and then he can't take it off.
The
And
setup happens so fucking quickly.
10 minutes into the movie, he's wearing the clown suit.
Not even. It's like 5. Like there's already a problem. He can't.
Yeah. Act 1 was like the establishing shot.
Wow.
And that was it. So then, and then the whole second act is him trying to figure out that he can't remove the suit.
Ripped his
like he rips half his nose off trying to pull off like the red nose.
Which is like a thing for me. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just
the best one I've seen on Netflix recently was Deathgasm.
Deathgasm is good though.
It's amazing.
Oh my god. Do you know the premise of Deathgasm?
No.
Oh, we'll talk about Deathgasm after I finish the story. So he rips off his nose, and then he goes to an expert of, like, there's somebody who's like an expert on clown costumes being stuck.
Costume.
Like that's
Does that happen often enough?
Goes to an expert, and the expert's like, whatever you do, he's on the phone. He's like, whatever you do, don't put on the clown suit. And he's just like, well, looking down at his clown suit. So he goes.
Too late.
He goes to the expert, and the expert immediately tries to kill him, and he's like, "Bro, WT fuck," and then like, he died. Like the expert gets killed accidentally by the guy, by the dad, and his last words are like, "Kill yourself" or something like that. And then like he reads like this information about how the clown is based off like this devil called the Cloyne, and it's actually his skin
It's like
he's
some
wearing.
German folklore. Or
Yeah,
something.
then like the skin is
That got
melding with
weird.
him and changing his brain and making him want to eat children. So
Because clowns want to eat children.
yeah, so as opposed to going home, he's just like, "Hey, I got a problem. I'm going to figure this out. And I'm going to go stay at a motel." He tells that to his wife and son. Goes to a motel, and there's like this 8-year-old kid who just like wants nothing but more than to be best friends with the clown.
You'll float too. You'll
Yeah.
float too. You'll float too.
Seriously? Like he was like, "No, get away from me, kid." I've never seen a more obstinate 8-year-old want to be friends with somebody.
Especially a
So-
rude person.
A clown.
He goes to like Home Depot or a Lowe's or something in like as incognito as possible, like in the clown suit, in a trench coat with a hood on, and he buys like power saws and drills and shit like that. Goes back to the motel room, sets up this rig where if he leans back in a chair, his head gets cut off by 2 saws that are like kind of pointed at each other. And like he's like trying to lean back and doesn't. And like he catches himself and he's just like, "Oh man, this is really hard." And this is all after he tried to shoot himself in the head and then like just it sprayed the wall and he's just like, "Oh, that didn't work." Anyway, so he's trying to lean back in this chair and the 8-year-old kid walks onto his, unlocked motel room door. I've never been to a motel and not locked the door.
Especially when you're trying to kill yourself
Yeah,
in it.
exactly. Like if you know
And
there's
you know
an 8-year-old
there's a
kid around.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the kid walks in and the dad sees him and he's like, "Oh fuck," and falls over and ends up hitting one of the saws and they hit each other and they break and like a shard of saw goes straight through the 8-year-old.
Kills the kid instantly.
And he's like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no." So he goes up to the kid and he gets blood on his fingers and he looks at it and then he like tastes it. And then, like, the motel room door closes. And that's all that scene was. And at that point, I'm like, I cannot watch this movie anymore. I can't do it. So, but we did skip ahead, like, 45 minutes more of movie to the ending, which is he's basically full coined up trying to eat his son. And they cut off his head with an axe. And, like, I'm glad we skipped the 45 minutes. Because it should not take 45 minutes to get to that point from where we had left off. You know what I mean? So
I was okay with watching it, but Sean was like having a massive
I couldn't
freak out.
do it.
Like
I was
he's
having,
like hyperventilating. I can't do this.
I was
can't
freaking
fucking
the
do this.
fuck out.
But like the thing is, when Sean freaks out, he does it with like a smile on his face.
I do. I have this semi-permanent smile while I'm having like a silent panic attack.
I've seen you do that a couple times. You're just like smiling. You're like, I can't
You
fucking
kind
do
of did
this.
that when
I just-
Godzilla came on.
I've seen you just like straight up. I've seen you just straight up laugh, and you're like, fucking hate myself, yo. Like, fuck.
The difference was that was absolutely hilarious.
And I'm like, Sean, are you okay? You look right at me, and you're like, no, I'm not
With
okay.
the smile on my face. No, I'm not good. I'm having a problem. Yeah, it's I have a lot of freak outs. When there's something I just cannot handle.
You're like a 8-year-old with a fidget spinner. Like that's all you gotta
Yeah.
do. You just gotta like fidget it.
Yeah, I
You
just
need something to do.
like
you need something else to do other than that thing.
I
that
freaked
you
the
were
fuck out. There was one movie I had watched. Oh, let's talk about Deathgasm just for a second, because like if you haven't seen Deathgasm, you need to watch Deathgasm. Deathgasm is about a metal band. I watched it a long time, like when it like first got put on Netflix.
Right.
Is about like a metal band that like is trying to write the most like intense evil death metal song,
So Death Clock.
kind of. But they accidentally like summon the devil, right?
Yeah.
So Death
It's
Clock.
basically Army of Darkness meets heavy metal,
Yes.
essentially.
And then they have to kill a bunch of zombies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
With dildos and chainsaws.
it's worth
Oh
a
my
watch.
It definitely
You say
is.
dildos and chainsaws, and I'm like Saints Row.
Dildos and chainsaws
yeah,
is
yeah.
a good name for a band. You know what I mean? Dildos and chainsaws. They would play just straight up like doom metal, and would only play like Halloween themed music venues. Dildos and Chainsaws. I'd go see that. There's an actual band called Betty White Titfuck. So, you know.
What? Oakley
Anything
Doakley?
can be.
Oakley Doakley.
Oakley Doakley is amazing. I will fight both of you if you
White
disagree.
wine spritzer.
Dude, White Wine Spritzer, they warned me. Oakley Doakley is a band, it's called Nettle, and it's all guys dressed up as Ned from The Simpsons, and they talk like Ned, and all of the song lyrics in heavy metal are all direct quotes of Ned Flanders from The Simpsons.
Check them out.
Oh my god. Buy the album. Completely fucking worth your time. Oakley Doakley. It's so good. And it's Oakhill Doakley. Like Oakilly, like Okilly.
Oakley Doakley.
Yeah. I watched an interview with them before they played a song, and they're just like the whitest guys that you would know. Like, they would just be like, it's like almost like a joke that's gone on too far.
That might have been it.
Like it's actually convinced themselves.
They're like, they're like,
Flanders.
why did we have to write such good music?
It was like somebody dared them, like they lost a bet and they had to dress up like Ned Flanders and do one song, and that's the song that made everybody come to their show.
No, man, Oakley. Yeah, Betty White Titfuck's a good one. There's so many good band names that I wish I would have thought up because, like, I'm jealous. Like, I want a band just to have a good name and not write any music.
You know what sounds like a band name?
I'll have Dildos and Chainsaws.
You know what sounds like a band name, but it's actually a production company? Titmouse.
Titmouse?
Titmouse. It's an animation. Actually, Rick and Morty might be.
I don't think Rick and Morty's I wouldn't remember something coming up on a television screen that says Titmouse.
Fish with tits. Titty fish.
Titmouse. I know that they do stuff. Why am I blanking?
Why are we talking about tits now?
I don't know. It went from death metal
Tits
and
are
then
heavy
death
metal.
clock, so it went back to death clock.
Oh, good. Let's go back to what we were talking about before. You can't talk about Sonic. Like, you have a problem with Sonic with X's, right? Conan, do you have anything that you can't get behind anymore?
No, not really.
No?
I haven't had anything.
Have you had any bad breakups?
That's like
No, not really.
That's good.
this Netflix.
I'm proud of you. Because they suck.
Or moderately?
Sure.
Holy
Well, I mean, like, every breakup's
mean,
bad. Every breakup, sucks.
It happened.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
I gotcha. I'm
Can
trying
I
to
have
think.
my shirt back then?
So I looked
Yeah.
up
Give me back my
Titmouse.
jacket.
You just Googled Titmouse and that
No,
was
sorry.
yes.
I looked up
You've got some
Titmouse.
pictures on there you'd wish you'd rather not see.
I basically saw blackface.
A black face?
Like blackface, the icon.
Oh,
Shit.
Like-
Okay.
like Jinx from Pokemon?
Yeah. Before her.
The Japanese version?
Yeah.
Um,
Anywho.
Mr. Popo.
Oh, they made Legend of Korra. That's right.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
and a couple of
I didn't
other-
get into Korra. I was super into Avatar. I did not get into Korra.
Conan's super.
I
into
like
it.
Korra. Not as much.
That was the thing. I liked it, but it wasn't nearly as good, so I stopped.
Voltron.
The new Netflix one? I have yet to sit down and watch it. It's been on my list for months.
You need to.
I know. I have a Voltron shirt. And I love, but like...
It's made by a lot of the same people who did Avatar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of Sokka jokes.
Wait,
Socket?
maybe
Sokka.
Sokka. Oh, I get what you're saying. I thought you said socket, like Voltron's like
No,
screwing
they-
into other sockets, linking
Well, they
together.
do show the arms, screwing in and stuff. But
Nice.
Yeah.
That's hot.
In detail.
Sam, what you doing on your phone? Anything good?
Still looking at Titmouse.
You're looking at tits on mice.
Yeah.
How's that going? Did you find the really hot one from an American Tail had the super hot mouse?
Oh gosh, no.
Which
We are not doing this.
which show?
Abort mission. Abort mission.
Which movie had like the
Abort
super
mission.
hot mouse?
Shut the fuck up. We are not endorsing
5-0 goes west.
furries.
What was it?
Wasn't that 5 Goes West?
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, it's 5-0.
Is it 5-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, where she goes and
American
becomes a
Tail.
singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
5
5-0
Goes
Goes
West. Nice.
Yeah, well, not 5 Goes
That's
West.
Yeah, right, that's the
yeah,
one where she
yeah,
was
American
singing
Tail,
and they were
yeah.
all...
You got it. There are some anthropomorphized animals that like you would do. Come on. Like what's Lola Bunny? Come on.
Well, they
Natalie Dormer one looks like. That's why I love Natalie Dormer so much.
She does!
She looks like Lola Bunny. Absolutely.
I would never have gotten there without you
Well, they
saying
kind
that.
of changed Lola with the new.
I'm like
animation
Space
show.
Jam Lola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Space Jam is my jam,
She got a nice butt.
dude. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying there are certain anthropomorphized animals it's okay to fantasize about. That's just a general rule.
So, did you guys
It doesn't
hear...
make me a furry because I'm not. But there are certain exceptions.
So, when Disney was making Zootopia, they basically knew what they were
Yeah.
doing. They even came out with a coloring book, and one of the pages said, "Draw yourself as an animal."
Oh, good.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And
oh,
they
grand.
know what they're doing. So, don't be surprised if in, like,
Oh, God.
5 to 10 years, depending, there's a huge, like, furry, like, even bigger
5,
than
10
it
years?
usually
It's going
is.
on fucking now.
Yeah.
Have you not been
Now
on the
back to
internet?
Furry Force.
It's gonna be worse. Oh, gosh. No, not them.
It's,
Not them. No. Is the squirrel one pregnant? No. Oh, gosh, that's disgusting.
you know what I miss?
Nope.
Just talking about...
Just saying, if you're into furries, that's totally okay. It's just not for us.
Yeah, I'm not one for fetish shaming, but, like, to me it's weird. I'm entitled to my opinion, and you're entitled to disagree with
I
it.
used to like girls with like cat ears. I thought that they were really cute.
I don't have a problem with that. That's
Yeah.
different.
The
Yeah.
Nico.
Yeah.
Nico.
I don't have
That's
a problem
still
with
a
that.
little bit different.
Yeah. It's different than a full body
Yeah.
furry suit.
Yeah. But yeah, you
I'm
you
okay
can have
us
your
losing out
fetishes.
on our furry fan base. Like I'm a little okay with that because like I don't know.
Y'all weird.
It's not a group of people.
Conan,
No,
you're
weird.
like the furriest one here.
Doesn't mean I'm a furry.
A beard does not make you a furry. As a proprietor of a beard, let me just make perfectly clear that beards are not furry. However, I will go into one little story. Have you seen the new Beauty and the Beast movie?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
So,
I know what you're gonna talk about.
okay, we're going to talk about a little bit of spoilers for the end, although if you don't know the ending of Beauty and the Beast, you obviously weren't
I don't.
around in the 90s and haven't watched Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then my pity on you. Because I like Disney, and Beauty and the Beast isn't one of my favorites, but I've seen it. You know what I mean? Emma Watson, Belle, goes through the entire movie falling in love with the Beast. And then at the end, and that's okay because she loves him for him, and that's like the whole point of that story.
Yeah.
Because she loves who he is, not what he looks like. So then the curse is removed and he goes back to human form, and they have that big ball at the end where they all dance and everything, and all Cogsworth is there and Pierre and everybody's there. Lumiere, that's it, not Pierre. Lumiere. So while they're dancing, like Belle kisses Beast while he's human, and she looks a little disappointed.
And she touches his
And
face.
she touches his face, and he's like, "What is it?" And she goes like, "Have you ever thought about growing a beard?" And then he roars like, "Roar!" Like at that moment, I crossed the line. I'm like, we are now officially in weird territory. Like I was totally fine with her falling in love with Beast. That has made it weird.
It's not really that weird, considering, and I haven't read them, but Anne Rice made a full-on Beauty and the Beast porno, like a couple books.
I'm sure they exist. I mean,
Yeah. No, it's a thing. It's Anne Rice.
I mean, like just everywhere.
Yeah. Anne Rice, and then Sleeping Beauty, and I think Snow White.
Somebody somewhere has made a pornographic.
It's Rule 34.
Everything.
Yep. Rule 34. It's an important
To
rule to
piss
remember
off.
while browsing the internet. If it exists, there is a porn of it.
Just to piss Conan off, I was looking up Harry Potter and Draco. And showing him pictures.
That is, I mean, to be fair, that is the most commonly shipped characters
Yeah.
in that fandom.
Yeah.
Which, I'm a part of the Harry Potter fandom. I'm not a part of that fandom.
I was just like laughing about that. Okay, and I want to talk about Beauty and the Beast again. I like the original cartoon. This was like so close to the cartoon. I kind of feel like, why do you even bother making a live action?
For money.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're doing live remakes of a bunch of them now.
Yeah, Dumbo's still coming out too. Mulan
Yeah.
is coming out. We're gonna get the Szechuan sauce
I hope so.
in
That'd be good.
2018, 2019.
Maybe that's the whole reason
Good.
they
What
did
they
it.
need to do with Mulan is make everyone in like historically accurate costumes
Yeah.
except for Mushu. the dragon still has to be Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
In like a Party City dragon costume.
You know, that guy who's retired from... They'll pull him out of retirement, pull him up to the big leagues again. Hey, we want you to do Mushu.
But we want full Eddie Murphy. We don't care.
Sure.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think I actually liked Emma Watson as Belle, and it's not that I don't like Emma Watson, it's just like, looking at her, like when she's singing Madame Gaston, can you just see it? She looks like she's trying, like, what does Belle do in this scene? Like, there's just like such...
You mean like she was trying to do it like to be an actor?
No, like she's like...
She was trying to overact?
It was just like overacted for me, or underacted, I don't know, it just felt so very
can't... Sam...
I don't know.
Something's either overacted or underacted. It can't be both.
Can't be at certain points.
I don't know. I thought...
Was her acting bad?
No. I genuinely liked Emma Watson as Belle.
She did okay. I guess I
Was
just
it worthy of a nomination?
No, of course not.
Was
This isn't
it?
a movie that gets nominated for acting. Are you kidding me?
Well, you know, the people who actually do the voting at those things, like the Emmys and stuff, they say, like,
they get
yeah,
paid to choose what they...
Well, they say, like, I don't care about animated movies. I just vote for whatever Disney or Pixar do.
Yeah.
They vote for whatever they're paid to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like Beauty and the Beast that much.
No. I watched it on it was a date movie. Me and my ex-girlfriend. It was really good. I mean, we did genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah.
But like that was the point when we called weird. Was when she's like, "Have you thought about growing a beard?" And I'm like, "Nah."
Well, that's kind of like
You're straying a little far from the mark.
Well, that's another thing. Like everybody knows that Beauty and the Beast is like bestiality and whatnot. That was kind of like a nod and a joke.
Well, that's the thing. It's not though, because it's framed. The whole movie is framed in such a way where she genuinely loves him for who he is, not the fact that he's a beast.
True.
Bestiality implies because he's a beast, that's why she likes him.
Yeah.
That's not what it's about, and that's how it's framed. It's not. That's not what it's about until she says that, and that's when it got weird. That's when I was just like, "Oh, can we leave?" I'm glad there was only like 4 minutes left of the movie at that point because like I needed to leave the theater. I was having another like silent freak out.
This podcast is like way all over the place.
That's okay. No, I think we've been pretty on task. Why you gotta badmouth the podcast during the podcast? Do that on your own time.
Okay. Well, I was thinking, should we
No.
Are we done shooting the shit?
No, we're. I mean, honestly, I'm good with calling that an episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we covered some good ground. Everybody, good hustle out there. Is there anything else we want to talk about? I feel like there was something like we had said, like, oh, we're going to talk about this, and then we came back to Beauty and the Beast. Anything? Or is that just me?
We can just continue.
Talked about Deathgasm, went back to it.
Yeah. So anyway,
watch Deathgasm.
Watch Deathgasm.
If it's still on Netflix, I think it is.
Beauty and the Beast is weird. Although I do love Luke Evans as Bard, or not as Bard. Well, he was Bard, but that's the Hobbit. As Gaston.
Oh, Gaston. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he was Gaston?
Yeah, Luke Evans, Bard from The Hobbit, was Gaston, and he was so amazing. Like he is the best acting performance of that entire movie.
Yeah. Apparently, the original voice actor for Gaston was an opera singer.
Really?
Yeah, I looked it up.
He's
not known for anything.
I
else
like
really,
Luke
though.
Evans as Gaston though. It was such a good fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're good. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for listening. Smash that like button, tap the subscribe button, and feel around a little tickle for the the comment button that there isn't. Don't tickle your computer. That's just poor. That's poor etiquette. You know what I mean? So okay. Any last words from you guys? What are you guys thinking?
I'm just so done with everything.
Nice. So Sam's going down the train to Suicide Town. I love it. I'm there often. It's good. Good drinks. Good bar down there. I've been there.
Expensive.
It's expensive. It'll cost you a lot. An arm and a leg. On that note, can we end on a joke? Because I heard a joke today.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not that joke. There's one joke that I won't tell. It's another joke.
But that's what we want to hear.
No, we're not going to tell. We're not going to tell that joke. Two guys are hunting in the woods, and one guy gets mauled by a bear, and the other guy runs away. And the guy who runs away gets a cell phone out, and he calls 911. And 911 says, "Oh, they call 911. What's your emergency?" And the guy goes, "Oh, my friend, I think is dead. He just got mauled by a bear, and I think he's dead." And the 911 operator said, "Okay, can you make sure he's dead?" And then you hear a pop, and then he says, "Okay, now what?" Alright, on that note. Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you next time.
See you next week.
For Marvel, which was supposed to be this one.
We were going to talk about Marvel today. We're going to talk about Marvel next week. So stay tuned all week where nothing else is going to come out except for the next podcast. So.
Yep.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.